I shared with you that productivity is not progress, it's not perfection, and it's not your pace. Then what is it? Well, imagine you're hiking through the woods and right in front of you is a little dwarf wearing a cute little green vest and pointy shoes. He stops you and says, "Hey, let me show you something." You're kind of shocked to see a 1-foot tall dwarf standing right in front of you, and you're also curious, so you go. The dwarf takes you down a path until you get to a well. Then he tells you, "This is a magic well. Every so often, wonderful gifts come out of it, and whoever is here at the time can enjoy them." At that exact second, out comes a bicycle. So you get on it and start riding. The next second comes your favorite superhero costume, the same one you wore on Halloween when you were 5. You get off your bike and put it on. Then comes out a paperweight. You're tired of your papers on your desk falling off every now and again, so you pick it up and start imagining how cool this is, and on and on and on. Every second, there's something new coming out of the well, and every second, you're playing or thinking about something else. Finally, you get so tired of all this, you decide to go sit down on a rock 100 feet away. And you notice that right next to that rock is a pot of gold. We all have a magic well. It's called your mind. And it's always giving you more shiny, new, exciting things you should do, more than you can do in a lifetime. Let me clean my office. Let me respond to this important email. Let me make a YouTube channel. Let me try starting a business. Let me brainstorm. Let me go to the store and get a new brush. And on and on and on. And we all have a pot of gold. It's the real opportunity that if we only did it, our life would be dramatically different. The thing that if we did it, we could say today is better than yesterday. Tomorrow is better than today. Next week is better than this week. And on and on and on. We ignore that pot of gold because we're too busy putting on a superhero cape, or riding a bike, or playing with a paper weight. And what makes it so hard is the cape, the bike, the weight, and everything out of that well is so cool. Everything we think we should do seems like a good idea. We think all we need to do is do it faster so we can make progress on it until we do them all perfectly. I want you to think about the number of choices you can make in any minute. Think about it. You have a buffet of options, and this buffet is as large as the city you live in. In any moment, there are hundreds of thousands of options available to you. Sure, you can't see all of them, but they're there. And every single moment, anytime you do anything, even if you're sitting and doing nothing, you're choosing that option out of the entire buffet. Alan Lakin, he says in his book, How to Get Control of Your Time and Your Life. He says your time use is the result of hundreds of thousands of big and little choices made each year, month, week, day, and minute, deciding what to do and how you should do it. He says life is a never-ending stream of possible activities, constantly being replenished by your family, your teachers, your boss, your subordinates, as well as by your own dreams, hopes, desires, and by the need to stay alive and functioning. So, do you see the buffet and choose the healthiest dish? Or do you automatically eat whatever the waiter brings you? Do you eat the broccoli hidden way in the back of the buffet? Or do you eat the chocolate cake screaming your name in front? Here's my question. If you started working on the 100th most important thing, that's fine. But isn't that time you could have also spent on 99 things that would have given you more to show for it? If you started working on the 10th most important thing, that's good. But isn't that time you could have also spent on 9 things that would have given you more to show for it? If you started working on the second most important thing, that's fantastic. But isn't that time you could have spent working on the most important thing that would have given you more to show for it? So if productivity isn't making progress. It's not doing things perfectly. It's not how fast or frantically or how many hours you worked. What is it? It's this. Out of the buffet of options available to you, all of which seem like they'd add something to your life, and some of which are screaming your name like a huge chocolate cake right in front of you, you didn't just get one of them done. You got the single most important one done. Stephen Covey, he says in his book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, the main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing. Every month, you want to make sure you're working on your most important project. Every week, your most important task. Every day, your most important activity. You want to know the secret to getting more done in a month than you have in the last 2 years? Here it is in one sentence. Work ruthlessly on the most important thing with full focus. Anything else isn't productivity, it's procrastination. You know, Albert Hubbard, the American writer, he said, it does not take much strength to do things, but it requires a great deal of strength to decide what to do. Productivity and mastering insider action is not about your time at all. It's about making better decisions. If you're not happy with how you're using your time, you don't have a time problem. You have a decision problem. Unfortunately, making those decisions is easier said than done. That's what the rest of this course is about.